Hi, it's Anita Gibson, your coach, speaker, and educational strategist. And today I want to talk with you about disruption. It's an event that comes in and just shifts everything. Whatever the status quo is that's going on, when you disrupt something, you just break down what's happening and you turn it and you flip it almost on its head so that it becomes something new. So I was thinking about that today because I'm thinking about students who are still struggling at school. They may have gone into school and you guys have had the greatest hope that things are going to go well this year, and yet the struggle is still there. In fact, it looks like it's going to be like last year was again. It's time for a disruption. It's time to do something different because you can. And I want you to remember that. When you're talking about your child, they are just incredible and amazing. And sometimes when they're struggling in their school, in their school life, it makes them feel like they're not smart or that they're not important or that they're not special. And so you have to do something different to help them to understand how amazing they are, to discover their strengths, the areas that they do well in. So they're struggling in their academics, but what do they do well at? Mom, you have an opportunity to begin to help them discover that. Because as they can see themselves doing something well, it actually helps their academics as well. Because they know that they're smart, they know that they have purpose, they know that they're special, and their academics may just be an area where they struggle a bit, but there are other areas where they already shine. And if you know what those areas are, it can really help them. So like I said at the beginning, it's time for a disruption. If your students are going to school and coming home crying, if they're saying, I don't want to go back to school anymore, if they're coming home and they're just not engaged, they're not interested, they're not excited about learning, there are some other things that you can do. There are other academic solutions. You say, oh, well, they probably cost a lot of money. You might be surprised. And as an educational coach, I have access to so many ways that you can learn. But the first thing I want to say to you, Mom, is if you're ready for disruption for your child, then guess what? You need disruption for yourself. In other words, what will you do differently? So you're trying to help them, but you have to help them from a position of strength, your child. And so there are things that you need to work on in yourself. It might be organization. It might be confidence. It might be the ability to just be stronger, to go into that school and let the administration know what your child needs. But there's some things that if you work on you first, you'll actually be in a better position to help your child. So not only is it time to disrupt their world, it's time to disrupt yours if you're ready for something new. If you are tired of living life the way it's been, if you know that there is something more and something better, then I encourage you to begin to think of what you need to do to make the change. I want to share with you that I have a 6-week coaching session. It's totally free. It's called, the non-comfort zone. It's a place where we acknowledge that we've been in a comfort zone in certain ways and that we are ready to move. We are ready to make a disruption. We are ready to make a change. It is on Facebook, the group. It's called the Non-Comfort Zone. We meet on Thursdays at 8 p.m. Feel free to join us if you are ready to change. Thank you.